Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, you guys like the shirt?
How's it going? Meow.
We put on fancy shirts for these videos.
How's it going? That's the best thing I've ever heard.
It was funnier at the store when I bought it.
Okay, friends, we're talking about cats. Actually, we're not. We're talking about
Why we're not losing weight anymore. We get this question every day, multiple times a day.
every second.
Every second of every minute. Not that much, but we get it every day.
So, let's start with what is the difference between losing weight, losing body fat, and gaining muscle?
There are three, well, I almost said two. Those are three different things.
Yes. So, losing weight, my friends. I'm sorry, I got excited.
Go for it.
Losing weight. We were losing weight. This is our fifth year now of our, let's call it, I guess we call it our weight loss / fitness journey. We don't need to lose weight anymore. We've lost all of our weight. What we're concerned now, so weight is when your numbers are going down on the scale and you're losing pounds. Now we're concerned with body fat. So your weight may stay the same, meaning your poundage, whatever pounds you weigh, but your body fat may decrease. And that is what we would like to do. We're happy with where we are weight-wise.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any more weight because we've tried that before. And what happened was we looked in the mirror and we didn't like our bodies because we were smaller, but we were just flabby. We had no shape. We had no curves anywhere on our bodies. So we made the conscious decision then to start building muscle.
Right.
We slowly, because we're so stubborn, we're slowly realizing that those are three different things.
Yes. So when you ask us, are you guys still losing weight? Do you still lose weight on your cheat day? Yes, sometimes we actually do lose pounds because of our cheat day. Sometimes we don't. We are no longer aiming to lose pounds. We're happy with where we are because I'm going to use Kyle's word. When we were small, we looked like tubes. And I like the way he said it.
Yeah.
We look like just tubey things with flab.
We were big balls before, and then we turned into tubes.
But the tubes had flappy skin. So, and they did this.
And they had no shape except for straight, like up and down. We look like rectangle tube-ish things. So the reason why we're not losing weight anymore is because we don't want to.
Yeah, we're done.
We got... Like we said, we got to the point where we just didn't like the shape of our bodies. So we had to figure out how to change that shape. And to change that shape, you have to build muscle. And what our goal is now is to lose body fat and build muscle.
Yes, so you may stay the same weight because you are building muscle, or you may go up in weight. And your body fat, though, you will look leaner, but you might way more on the scale. So we no longer really gauge the scale because we're not losing weight. We're not losing the pounds. We're trying to get rid of the body fat that's covering some of the muscle that we've built.
I think there's a lot of confusion out there with these three issues. Weight loss, body fat loss, and muscle building. We didn't know, we knew how to lose weight in the beginning, we dropped a lot of weight. We are now learning how to build muscle and lose body fat. So there's a lot of confusion out there with people not understanding that when you lose weight, you're not just losing fat. With that weight loss, especially if you're dramatically cutting your calories, you're losing muscle.
Yes.
Big time, along with it. So when you get down to your goal weight, whatever that is, you're going to then have to make the decision, are you happy with that shape? Because the shape of your body now And in the future, if you just lose weight, is going to be the exact same. It's just going to be a smaller version.
Yes, losing weight, that's a really good point. Losing weight means you're just going to get smaller. Yes, in that process, like Kyle said, you lose body fat, but you're also losing muscle. So, you know, we did that first because it was necessary to lose the bulk of our weight.
We were so big and had so many health issues and concerns that to save our lives, we just needed to get off that bulk of weight.
Then, when you're ready to just lose the body fat, is when you no longer want to keep getting smaller and to just look like tubes or tube-ish, like we said. You then want to, I guess you could define it as when you lose weight, you get smaller. When you lose body fat, you look leaner. So what you have underneath the fat, which is hopefully muscle, you will look more toned, I guess.
And another thing is, even when we're just talking about body fat and muscle, a lot of people don't understand it's almost impossible to build muscle and lose body fat at the same time.
It's very hard to do.
So those are even two separate things. So
yes.
If you're losing body fat, you're also losing muscle. A little bit, right? And so the goal is, if we want to drop body fat, which we did, you guys seen, we did a mini cut a few weeks ago.
And we did drop body fat and get leaner.
We dropped body fat and got leaner, but our muscles started to shrink.
So then you have to go back into what some people call the bulking phase, where you're putting muscle back on. So we reintroduced carbs.
And the goal is to try to, when you're bulking, to try to put muscle back on, but not put on a ton of body fat. Just as the same as when you're cutting. The goal is to not lose, it's to like maintain what you have in muscle, but drop your body fat.
Yes, so that you look leaner, but not like a tube, so that you show your muscle that you have underneath, and you look like fit, instead of just like we were flabby tubes.
Now, we can, we'll actually put some pictures up just showing the different stages when we were really, really big to when we lost weight and didn't have much shape to now when we're building those curves. So you'll see that we do know what we're talking about, even though we might not look like bodybuilders at this moment. We might not look like in crazy good shape from where we've come from. This is what we've learned, and we want to share that with you guys, because I think some people are deliberately like trolling, but some people are like honestly confused.
Yeah, confused
about the different stages of whatever you want to call it, fitness, weight loss journey, whatever. We call it certain things, but there is a huge difference between the three, and we wanted to just kind of talk a bit about that to clear up where we're going, what we're doing now, and yeah. Yeah,
and so again, this is completely my definition, no one else's. The way I look at it, as to sum it up, when you're losing weight, you're getting smaller.
Physically smaller.
Physically smaller. When you're losing just body fat, you are maintaining your weight, your pounds, and you are getting leaner. You are looking leaner. And then when you're building muscle, you may put on a little bit of that body fat, but you're looking more shapely and more round, like Kyle said. And so, you know, the goal is to be in the leaner and muscular.
And this is where it's important to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what your goals are, because if you, in your head, if you're always just trying to be lighter and smaller, then your goal, you should set out on a weight loss journey.
Yes.
But if you're looking at, you know, other people that are, you know, have curves and stuff, and you want to put on curves, curves are muscle. So you have to start thinking, okay, how do I eat? How do I train for muscle building? Right? Exactly. So it's just being honest with yourself about what your goals are. And we came to the point where we were done with the getting smaller, and we wanted to get shapelier. So
yeah, and it does, I mean, it's whatever you prefer, the way you like your body. And we would like some muscle and to just be a little bit leaner. Pretty much, we're really happy with how far we've taken our bodies, and now we're just sort of doing little tweaks to make them even better, you know. And if you were as big as we were, you will have loose skin. There's not a whole lot you can do for loose skin, so that's why building the muscle will make it look less. Yeah. So yes, if that did not clarify anything, or if you're, you still have some more questions, please leave them down below and we'll do the best that we can to answer them. We may not be able to get to them all, but we'll do our best. And don't forget,
you get the stern,
first,
the double stern finger and faces.
First, you need to look at our Instagram, if you like, anyway. And then you need to do this. You know what it is, don't you? You need to like and subscribe. Because if you don't, you are getting the married
husband's fish.
It's charging. It's charging. Hit him with it.
Go. Bye, friends.